to me the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you.
Hey guys, welcome to the Oracle of Lilith. My name is Amy, and today I'm doing a pick a card all about the messages that your ancestors have for you. I know I've done an ancestor reading recently, but I did a reading last week, and a lot of ancestors and passed over loved ones showed up in one of my readings, and I felt really guided to kind of give them another opportunity to come forward. They also have really attached to these cards. They really like these cards. These cards were donated by Leah Linda, and it's called the Oracle of Portals, and those are the face cards that we have today for the pick a card. Now, just keep in mind this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do offer personal readings, but they're not open right now. If you'd like to get on my wait list, there's a link to my website down below. You're more than welcome to check out my current listings and to email me to get on my list. Those on my list will have first option on my readings when they open back up. All right, so if this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello. I'm so glad you joined me today. I would love it if you subscribe to my channel. I love to have you as a member of my tribe. For those returning subscribers, hey guys, what is up? It's so good to connect with your energy, and I appreciate you being here and all your support. You guys have been so generous with me, and I deeply appreciate each one of you. So big shout out and soul hug to all you guys. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you each card up close so you can get a better vibe of each group. Group 1, you are the Multiverse, 37. Group 2, you are 28, graduation. Group 3, you are 40, celebration. Okay guys, so those are going to be your selections. I am going to be pulling more cards as I need to for clarity, and I will be pulling letters, initials, and charms at the end of each group. I will insert a little video for those of you who need more time to see which group you're drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one group, there's probably more than one message here for you. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures on the other side. Bye, guys.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me, and what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the fucking hours it takes to get some power. Don't be fucking sour, take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. And fuck all the doubters, they're just fucking downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart, are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these fucking clowns who we're all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to win the crown. I'm pissed off at these fucking clowns. We're all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Hey Group 1, all of you that selected the Multiverse, number 37, this is going to be your messages from your ancestors. Be sure to stay tuned to the end because I'm going to be throwing charms and getting initials and letters. Now, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay, so the multiverse here. This card really is about ascending into an expansive consciousness. Lots of Jupiter energy here. Lots of Sagittarius energy here. I feel this energy as a portal of higher self, ascending into higher consciousness, expansion of awareness of self, of ideas of self, of possibilities of self. Okay, so that's the general feel I'm getting for my Group 1. Let's see what cards came out for you. We have the Kiss. All right. We have Cirrus, Star Beings. Yes, proceed, be seen, push through. Beautiful card. We have breaking the chains of repeating cycles. We have gracious receptivity, 28. Orgasm, 29. Thrust your body, elevate your spirit, open the gates to your renewal. Okay, and we have several tarot cards that came through. Let's see here. We have Inward, 2 of Spring, which is 2 of Wands, and that is the Cat's Eye crystal. We have 8 of Fall, which is the 8 of Pentacles, Initiation, Botswana Agate. We have 8 of Wands, Fast Movement, Bumblebee Jasper. Page of Fall, which is the Page of Pentacles, Creative Endeavor, Amber. 6 of Spring, 6 of Wands, Upper Hand, Tiger's Eye. You got quite a few cards. The Tower, Upheaval, Moldavite. Oh, there's that crystal. And then we have the Page of Summer, Cups, Love Messages. Okay, I'm running out of room. All right. Maybe this one could go up here. Can't really see that one. We'll scoot it over a tad. There we go. Okay, you guys. So the Kiss here. The Kiss really is about, well, stand up. Let me move this. Okay, I'll move this here. All right. The Kiss, you know, it can literally be about a kiss. Okay. But this is also about intimacy. This can be about intimacy with your inner divine, knowing yourself better, knowing your divine self better on a more intense level, getting comfortable with your divine self. And then we have the multiverse here with expansion of consciousness, expansion of sense of self, really starting to walk in expansive consciousness, basically channeling your higher self on a more regular basis, okay? And I'm being guided to go towards this tower, this upheaval with the moldavite. Some of you guys might have purchased or received some moldavite. Moldavite is a very powerful crystal, okay? A lot of people who run into this crystal seem to find that it really does seem to be a mover and shaker as far as shaking up your life, getting you where you want to be. It will even cause you to question why. When you buy it, you may have this idea of, I want to get my life in order. Like, I want to get highly aligned. And you may think you know what that is. And by the time moldavite is done with you, you're like, oh, yeah, I didn't know. I guess I didn't know what that is or was, and things change. So we have upheaval here. And I feel like you guys in particular have had the rug pulled out from underneath you. I'm seeing and I'm feeling ancestors like pulling forward to tell me about this situation. I feel like I'm being pulled to the N-word card, the Two of Spring, the Two of Wands. I feel like there was a recoil from this tower. There were moments of a cycle repeating and a snap in awareness that you were repeating a cycle. Your intuition kind of kicked in and you were like, I'm not going to do this again. I'm not going to repeat the cycle. Or an awareness that you did repeat the cycle and a hope or a desire to stop this. And so the work began. And I feel like this work has been extremely painful. I feel like when we see the tower, many times we try to, and sometimes they're good towers, this isn't a bad tower. It's a painful tower, okay? Pain, it doesn't feel good, but it doesn't necessarily mean the outcome is bad, right? It's complicated. Okay, it's complicated because I feel like in some ways you were I'm hearing like ripped away or torn apart from people who you really loved, or situations where you felt safe, you realize they were not safe anymore. And I got to tell you, there is a lot of like sensual vibe here in this deck. I feel like some of you have had some serious trauma. Perhaps your love was used as a weapon. It was weaponized at one point. Could be in a domestic situation, could be, as a child. It just depends. We're not going to crack open the trauma in this reading. But this particular tower, of course, you bring your baggage from the past to your tower. Okay, so this tower is packed with baggage. Okay, and so when this awareness, tell me about the awareness. Tell me about this tower. I want to know. I'm going to take reversals on this tower. Okay. We have some cards that came out in reverse, by the way. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords in reverse, and we have the Emperor in reverse. So I feel like someone was extremely controlling, probably emotionally. I feel like the fighting, the Five of Swords can be about a fight that's over. And do you go with the victor? Do you go with yourself? Like the struggle for clarity, the struggle is over. And I feel like this person, it's almost like they're hostile, or they're, what is the word? Passive aggressive. I feel like this person felt like they always had the upper hand, or they tried to always get the upper hand with you with the Six of Spring with Wands, Six of Wands. I feel like this person really, the situation or the person made you feel extremely bad about yourself. And the tower, this specific tower, it feels like there was a fight here without resolution. I don't feel like you've gotten closure on it, or they've gotten closure. It's like they're still fighting. It's still ongoing. Tell me more about this hyper controlling, manipulative emperor. This is an emperor who doesn't really see about their kingdom. They don't really care. This is like the evil emperor, okay, archetype. That's what I'm getting. Like this is an energy, and it doesn't matter the gender, of somebody who doesn't really care. And this person it's almost like they get some kind of energy off of fighting. Okay. Okay. Yeah, these are all in reverse. Okay, we have the wounded warrior, as they call it, the Knight of Wands in reverse, and we have the King of Wands in reverse. Okay, so I just feel like this is nasty. This is a nasty verbal, emotional situation where I feel like you were left with this tower feeling extremely weak and vulnerable. I feel like it took the wind out of your sails. Okay, this tower. You may have had times where you had some serious like depression. The Knight of Wands in reverse is, if that's not depression, that is like just no drive, no spark, no, it's like someone just pulled the rug out from underneath you. And I think I said that at the beginning of this reading. This tower forced you to go inward, okay? It forced you to kind of like, 8 is initiation. I kept reading this as intuition. I feel like your intuition really kicked off after this tower. I feel like as you connected to your emotional pain, you also connected to this deep gut knowing, okay? And I feel like as you've been healing, as you've been becoming more aware of cycles, you've probably become more aware of other cycles that you have participated in. Hey, we all participate in cycles. We all do toxic stuff. But we become aware of them and we kind of change the game, right? And I feel like that's what you've done. And the ancestors are extremely proud of you. Some of you have extremely tall ancestors. Some of these ancestors are from a multiverse. They're from a different dimension altogether. And I know that makes some people uncomfortable for me to say that, but this is what I'm feeling, okay? I'm a multi-dimensional channel. So I pick up on energies from other dimensions as well as our realm here. And I know it's weird. It's weird. Just let it be. Okay. Which brings me to a song that while I was getting your pre-shuffle done and connecting with your energy, the song Let It Be by the Beatles came on. And I felt really like that was a vibe of this group. There's something so powerful when you kind of surrender to your process. And I feel like when this tower fell, there was a moment where you had to surrender to the process, to the healing, to the self-revealing of truth, revelation. Did I say that right? Anyway, and I feel like it's been difficult. Like this kind of awareness for you, as beautiful as this card is, it looks like it's like a joyful kind of experience, but actually this has been really painful. This has been a tower. Because when you get into this expansive energy of yourself and you start experiencing different things about yourself, the shadow, right? The toxicity, the things we've done, and we become aware of how we hurt other people. We become aware of how other people hurt us. We come to terms with how deeply we've been hurt. Rising into awareness of those things is extremely painful because you realize that you've let not only other people down, but you've let yourself down. You've allowed yourself to be like overwhelmed at times by patterns. But understand and forgive yourself. Because those patterns, I'm seeing ancestors come forward, like those patterns were taught to you. You learned them through your family. Some of it's actually genetic for some of you guys. So some of you guys have literally surrendered patterns that are woven into your DNA, literally. you have overcome them, or you're working with them, or you're so aware of them that now, like when you start to do something like that, it's like, boom, you become aware and you can stop it, or you can tell people in your life, hey, this is some toxic thing I'm doing. I just want you to know I'm aware of it. I want you to know I'm aware of it. Like, you're able to approach it from a whole different perspective. You can give yourself compassion, but you can also help protect your relationships and yourself from your own toxic behavior. It is a level of healing that's very sophisticated. Okay. So, because you've reached, or you are going to be reaching, this kind of awareness, okay, and you're encouraged to kind of accept this more expansive view of yourself. A more expansive view is one where blocks are released. Okay, so this is what I'm going to tell you. And this message has been coming through different videos, different readings. Okay. People aren't actually blocked. Not really. What is blocked is your awareness that you're not really blocked. Okay. Our awarenesses are what is blocked. Okay. We have all the channels open that we need. We just have to bring our awareness into the fact. We block ourselves. And that's why I often tell people to get out of their own way. I get in my way all the time. All the time. It's what I do. So, I resonate with this. You have to realize that you create your own blocks, that the universe is free flowing. Okay. Those blocks are there for a reason. Okay. It's not like you do it on purpose. These are patterns of behavior that you have been taught through time, through family, through society, things like that. And it is situations like this tower where we're given the opportunity at that particular moment in time to grow from it in a positive way, in a more expansive way, where we open up new realities and new awarenesses to self, and we more fully engage our higher self, our higher being, our divine self, whatever you want to call it. Or it pushes us deeper into the patterns. And eventually, you'll keep coming to that point at crossroads where, again, spirit will be like, the universe will be like, are you going to repeat the pattern in this situation, or are you going to try to get out of it? And then again, you'll make that decision and you'll move forward. And again, and it's like breaking a generational pattern, being a generational curse breaker, whatever you want to call it. You continue to meet obstacles. It's a continuous thing, all right? And those obstacles can at times seem like they're a repeating pattern in themselves, right? Because the pattern's going to keep repeating, right? And you're going to keep choosing to heal, okay? Sometimes you will fail at that. Sometimes you will choose the other route. You will go through an experience of different ways of dealing with this. You will become more aware of when you choose not to choose the healing path. You will become aware of when you do. You will begin to understand how your mind works, how you block yourself, your toxic thoughts, how other people's thoughts, how other people's intentions affect your ability to make that choice, right? But I will tell you, eventually, you will get into a pattern of choosing that healing process. It doesn't mean you can't sometimes choose not to, okay? And it doesn't make you better or worse or whatever when you choose not to choose the healing pathway, okay? Because this is heavy lifting. This is real heavy lifting. And even when you think you're not choosing the healing pathway, you kind of are. Because when you don't choose the healing pathway, a lot of times you're thrusted deeper into your shadow. And going into the depths of your shadow gives you an opportunity for more intense healing a lot of times. So ultimately, it all works together to heal you, okay? It really is about your perception. And I feel like for group one, your ancestors want to applaud you because this is a complex ascension. Okay, this is what I would term a complex ascension. This is somebody who has some serious patterning cycles going on, probably throughout your family, that has kept your family in certain states, maybe poverty, abuse, addiction, runs the gamut here. Okay, maybe your family has the same kind of events happen. They just seem to happen from outside as well. And this is somebody who, through this tower, had to make the choice again. And some of us went into the shadow, right? We went into the shadow. We went into the shadow so we can go deeper into the pain, deeper into the reasons, deeper into the core of the issue. Why did this tower happen? Why do I feel like I do? Why did I feel so powerless? Why did I feel so downtrodden? Why did I let this person control me? Why was I so blind? Those kind of questions. Deep in the shadow. And then awareness is coming forward. Perhaps you chose the healing pathway. That isn't easy either, because then we deal with the ideas of, why don't I feel bad about this? Why don't I have more guilt? Why don't I, and then you go to the extreme of, I should reach out, or I should make this better. Then you go into the people pleaser aspect, which is a shadow aspect as well. So a lot of times, no matter which way you pick, you end up kind of in the shadow, okay? But the healing pathway is complex, okay? It is complex. It's not easy for any of us. I feel like there has been a lot of repetition in having to break these patterns. It's been something you've done over. It's like, I think I've talked about this in another reading, I can't remember, where this level of mastery, okay, isn't about beating the big boss in a video game. It's about how many times can you beat the big boss. And you got to beat the big boss like 1,000 times on this level to get to the next level. It's repetitive. It's that repetitive beating the big boss. And the big boss is actually your toxic self. Okay? It's really your own toxic mess. And I've been here, so I understand this. So the ancestors want you to know that you're moving. You're moving into a new frequency. Many of you guys are already in this frequency. You have elevated, okay? We've gone through all this. We're moving towards this portal here, the multiverse, where a lot of possibilities are opening up for you. Multiple possibilities, okay? The multiverse. Many things, many possibilities that were blocked for you are now opening for you. Okay, and you might be feeling it because I feel like your frequency is actually rising, it's changing, it's elevating. And so this frequency of receptivity, let's just read this orgasm card, okay? We have thrust your body, elevate your spirit, open the gates to your renewal. Okay, so, and see her hand is out, and there's like a star here, and her third eye is open. Her crown chakra has a crown on it. And what I feel like is there is a moment here with the Cirrus star blessing. Yes, proceed, be seen, push through. There is a moment here of kind of like surrendering to the divine, of understanding the immense challenges that you have overcome. It's almost like, where's my card? It's almost like this person is right about to go through the portal, and they turn around and they look back. And they're like, wow, I went through all of that. And now I'm fixing to walk through this portal, and everything's going to change. Everything is going to change for you, okay? You're going to start receiving. And there's going to be a renewal of energy, of vitality, okay? There's abundant energy coming to you. And those of you who are wanting to be seen or needing to be recognized for your work or your struggle, or you're wanting to be seen by a certain person, what have you, the things you've been manifesting or working on are going to begin to flower for you, okay? And like a bee to honey, people are going to become very attracted to your energy. Okay, for some of you guys, this is abundance. You've been breaking some kind of cycle of abundance in your family, okay? And we have the Page of Summer Cups, love messages. Okay, so the Page of Cups, this is an offering. This is something the universe is bringing to you, okay? And really, I'm hearing like it's on the way. This is on the way for you. And for some of you guys, this is an internal gift. This is something internally that's going to be given to you, a kind of awareness, a confidence, a gift. It could be some of you guys, your psychic abilities, your intuition is going to be popping. For some of you, it's creative. We have a page of pentacles. I feel like for some of you, this is going to be something creative. It could be a business, but it's a new beginning. It's a new start. It's good news. Okay, so I feel like a lot of you, our guys, are going to be getting good news. We have 1111 here. This is a gateway. Wish fulfillment, good news, good things, good vibes. And I feel like it's probably a place that you've never been before. Okay. And I feel like a lot of people forget that on the other side of the struggle is this kind of knowing, this intimacy of self, this knowing intuition, and some of you guys feel this. You feel something coming. You know it's coming. You're just trying to figure out how it's going to manifest. Okay. I need you to stop. Stop trying to figure out how it's going to manifest and get back into your flow. Get into your creative flow, okay? Because the universe, it's on the way. It's on the way. But when you stop and you start thinking how it's going to come in, you're not stopping it, but it's slowing down, okay? The universe has a point of reference that it's flowing into, and it's based upon your own flow. Okay, so it's important that you get into the flow and you allow it to do what? To flow. Allow the universe to flow with you. Okay, and trust your path. You've come very far. Okay, so trust your journey, because good things, good news, new beginnings, a bright future is ahead of you. Okay, because this portal of the multiverse, this portal of possibility is opening for you. Okay, and you're about to step through it. Some of you guys already are. You just haven't walked into the receptive energy of it. You haven't walked into the awareness of it. Okay? All right, let's get you guys some charms, letters, and initials. Okay, group one, these are going to be your letters, your initials, and your charms. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so just take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. I'm focusing my energy on everything that's in the middle of this tray here on the obsidian mirror, so keep that in mind. Yeah, these could be your initials, your ancestors' initials, a meaningful name. As I was like getting our charms together and the letters together, I was picking up on Ra here. I feel like the I of Ra, E-Y, Ra here. You guys have some ancestor energy, guide energy from ancient Egypt. And some of you go beyond the old kingdom. You go to the very old, ancient practices of Egypt. I am not sure how to pronounce some of the words that I'm getting. So if I say them, I'm going to butcher them. But I'm getting like Dewat. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I'm also getting Isis, of course. We know how to pronounce that. But I'm getting Bedouin energy. And now I'm moving to different ancestors that were Bedouins. A lot of Bedouins, a lot of movement, a lot of tribal vibe from my group one. And what I'm getting is, it's almost like I'm sitting down with I'm hearing sheiks, tribal kings, tribal ancestor kings, who are telling me how they did business and how doing business sometimes in this way caused some kind of toxic energy of this controlling energy within the bloodline. Okay. There was corruption within that bloodline. It was this is what I'm feeling, like products or stock, what the tribe was selling was at one time good, but had a bad year and began to kind of do substitutions to kind of like still make money. And they found that people couldn't tell the difference, so they kept doing it. And this kind of caused this is very specific, okay? So just take what resonates. But this kind of behavior within this very old tribal system kind of began, it was done so much professionally to gain money that it kind of began to take on kind of a life of its own. And it began this manipulative behavior within certain people within the family, the bloodline that's passed down, okay? Now, and for many of you, you're breaking that energy. And for some people, this energy it's almost got like its own thought form existence. It's something that it's as if there was, here's the problem, is what I'm getting, is that I'm seeing like other ancestors come forward now. And they're saying like, you want to know what's really funny is they like the fake more than they like the real thing. We got kudos. We got more money doing the fake stuff. We got more money not keeping it real 100. So we got love for being manipulative. And so that took on its life of its own. And because of that, there's a belief, subconscious belief within this family that that's how you get what you need, love, whatever, is by being manipulative. So love by manipulation, power by manipulation, anything by manipulation. Like you don't get it by actively like getting it by earning it or by being truthful. You get it by manipulation. And so that causes a lot of toxic behavior, abusive behavior, narcissistic, sorry, I almost pronounced it wrong, narcissistic behavior, a lot of just plain old toxicity, okay, addictive behavior. Also feeling there may be some money issues as well with this family. It might be that because of those many times of kind of like getting over on people, as merchants or traveling family, Bedouin situation, that it's like now maybe you're wanting to start a business or something like that, or you're in the business world. You're called to be authentic and to care about the quality of the work you put out and to be true to yourself. And your rewards will come from that. It's almost like you're setting things right. You're breaking the curse of that energy. Okay. And I feel like they're explaining this to you so you understand that, yes, good things are going to come to you. That will show proof that you have broken this, like you have worked on this. That is your validation. That is the breaking of the cycle. So of course it's coming to you. Of course these things are going to flower to you. Of course your manifestations are coming. But they come at the right time in the right way so that we don't go into, that shadow doesn't call to us and tempt us to go back into that, you know. I will say, though, that I have found that once you take off your masks, it's almost impossible to put those things back on. Okay, so let's get into your letters. I'm going to read those off for you. We have YCMNTC, EYPRAFJD, AC. Okay, now we got a lot of charms. There's a lot of busyness going on. I feel like, you know, there's a little ducky here. I feel like you guys have had a lot of baggage with this duck. I feel like childhood, bath time. I feel like there's been a lot of baggage. I feel like you haven't had a lot of TLC in your life, okay? Duckies make me think of bath time. I used to have rubber ducks before my own kids at bath time. We had different ones. It was really fun. And I feel like you haven't probably had a lot of like nurturing, like care in that area. And I feel like part of your healing is you nurturing yourself. And maybe you feel like you have, But I'm going to tell you, especially with this kind of energy, you may think you have nurtured yourself, but your ancestors are saying, sorry, that it's not enough. You need to be nurturing yourself more. You need to be kinder to yourself. You need to rest some more, drink more water. You need to feed yourself more. Some of you guys, now listen, I don't judge people for how they eat, but nutrients are a requirement of the human vessel. Okay. Water is a requirement of the human vessel to function. So, feed yourself. You are entitled to have good nutrition. You're entitled to have treats. I don't believe in this bad food stuff. I don't believe in that kind of stuff. But all food it's just food, okay? But I don't want to trigger anybody. But I feel like it's very important that you understand that feeding yourself as healthy as you can afford will help you feel better. Okay, it will help you feel better. Eating fruits and vegetables will help you feel more grounded. It will help you feel more at one with nature. Drinking water is good for you. It's good for you. It's good for you on so many levels. Okay, those are the kinds of things a mother would say. Eat your vegetables. Drink some water. You don't need another popsicle. It's okay to have a popsicle, but you don't need 6, right? Okay? It's about moderation. It's about learning moderation. And sometimes our inner child is hurting, and we have to give it the things it needs. Okay? That's part of learning your flow. It's part of like learning how to heal your inner child, the mother self, the inner child self. How to heal it in a healthy way, how to heal it without letting the inner child or the inner teenager, we haven't even begun talking about the inner teenager, run wild. Okay, wildness is good, don't get me wrong, it's a strength, but we must also realize that our vessels need care and concern. Okay, and the rubber ducky just calls that to mind, that your ancestors are very concerned that you're not getting enough nurturing, self-compassion, and comfort. Okay, and we have like a stone here, and I feel like part of your nurturing and compassion is being grounded. Food can be very grounding. Again, eating like fruits and vegetables can be very grounding. Touch a tree, get out in the sun safely if you can, touch some water, hug your kids, hug yourself, give yourself a hug for everything you've been through. Okay. We have a bag here. I feel like behind all of this is kind of like money, stability moving in. But here's the thing. We have a turtle. Turtles for me are always about stability. It's slow moving, but it's powerful. When it moves in, it stays. And I feel like your ancestors, part of this moving energy, part of this healing, part of this surrendering is surrendering to the good. The good things are coming in, and it's not a fleeting thing. It's not something you're going to have to fight for. It's something you're going to have to allow. Okay? Allow the presence of the good to come into your life and stay. And when you get in your head about it, when you get into a place where you're overthinking it, allow yourself to release it. You don't need to know how everything's going to unfold for you. It's not required. All that's required is that you be open to the multiverse, to your infinite possibilities. It could come in any way. It's going to be a surprise, and that's what's going to make it so much fun. We have a 3 and a 4. I feel like for you, when you see consecutive numbers, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, those kind of numbers, that is a sign from the universe that you are in alignment. Whatever you're thinking of, whatever you're doing, whatever decision you recently made, it's a sign, okay? So are rubber duckies, okay? Rubber duckies. And we have a little like marble here. It feels like a tiger's eye. And I feel like you guys might, if you have tiger's eye, you might work with it a little bit more. I'm feeling like you can get a lot of strength and courage from the tiger's eye. Keep it in your pocket, put it in your bag, whatever, just keep it around. I feel like it could really be a very feeding crystal for you right now. And we have a bike here. I feel there's a lot of motion. We have a 4-leaf clover. We have an elephant. I just feel like there's a lot of good things coming through for you. We have a Day of the Dead charm here. And I'm feeling very strongly that your ancestors want to encourage you. They don't want you to give up. They know this is hard, okay? There's a need to just surrender to this moment, the possibility, to your process, to not judge yourself for it, to not judge your past decisions, and just to allow, okay? All right, group 1, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group 2, all of you that selected graduation number 28. This is going to be your reading all about the messages that your ancestors have for you. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Stay tuned to the end because I will be getting letters, initials, and charms at the end of this reading. So, graduation. You know, graduation is a happy time. Lots of hard work usually, you know, with high school, college, whatever. We work really hard. We learn a lot. We grow a lot. It usually takes years to graduate from something, right? So I feel like you've definitely been through the ringer. You've had to really apply yourself, be focused. This feels like a spiritual graduation, okay? That's what it feels like to me. So let's get into it and find out what other cards came out. We have the Castle. Okay. We have Ancestral Realm, Karmic Release, Healing the Lineage, Boundaries. I feel like there's been some kind of major accomplishment here. It doesn't necessarily have to be spiritual, but it affected the lineage, the karmic cycle, the karmic blockages within your bloodline, your ancestry. Okay. It's a big deal. It feels like a really big deal. And I feel like, first of all, you guys haven't given yourself enough credit. We have engaging with fears and doubts. Okay. Yeah. Well, when you graduate high school, when you graduate college, a lot of times you have fears and doubts. You know, you're not really sure. At least most of us. We don't necessarily have a job lined up. If we do, we don't know quite how that's going to work. We may not know how to like be in an office or be in a job, or it may be an apprenticeship, or we may not know where we're going to go next, right? We're not really sure. So it can be a very scary time. We know we've learned all this stuff, right? But we haven't really applied it yet out in the world. So how's that going to work out? The need to know is very strong here. What's the next step? How am I going to do this? High heart chakra, ecstatic bliss. Yeah, that's happiness, fulfillment, that kind of thing. We have surrender, 41. There's nothing more blissful than the act of letting go, of setting yourself free of all that does not serve you. Yeah. You guys have worked really hard at this. This has been a kind of self-mastery where you have really had to kind of, I feel lots of distractions here. I feel that it's like life has thrown you. You've been walking down this, I'm seeing the yellow brick road, like the Wizard of Oz. And I'm seeing like the flying monkeys just throwing trees in the road and apples and stones and houses and witches and just throwing all kinds of stuff in your pathway. And you just meeting each distraction, doing what you needed to do to get through it. I think some of you guys, some of these fears and doubts are from this built up energy that you need to release. There's an energetic release that needs to happen. It's okay for you to be afraid. It's okay for you to be a little traumatized about all the distractions that have happened, because some of these distractions have been very big. Okay. We have the 6 of Winter, which is the 6 of Swords in motion. We have the Hermit, introspection. The Three of Fall, Pentacles, cooperation. The Lovers, choices. The Three of Winter, which is the Three of Swords, anguish. Okay, so you've had your heart absolutely ripped out of your chest. You're like the Tin Man with no heart. I'm getting a lot of Wizard of Oz vibes in this group, so take what resonates here. But there's a lot of heartbreak here. Some of you guys have had a relationship completely disintegrate. This could be an actual like lover or romantic partner, marriage. This could be a very close relationship, a best friend, a family member. But it was like this education that you needed to receive to graduate, to release some of this karmic energy. This heartbreak was like part of the education. You had to see the truth. Okay, so let's talk about it. What was the ugly truth? I feel like this is an ugly truth. You know, education is hard. College is hard. You know, school is supposed to be hard. Okay, I feel like this was with a Queen of Wands energy, and we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so at one time, and the Queen of Wands isn't gender, it's energy. So this person made you feel like you belonged. They made you feel at home. This person was very charismatic. They probably made you feel good about who you were. There was a sense of comfort in this connection. And I feel like at some point it fell apart. Tell me about the falling. Tell me about the fall of this relationship. We have the Four of Wands in reverse. So there was an event, there was a happening, there was a something. Tell me about the something that happened with this Queen of Wands. Tell me about it. Okay, what I'm hearing is that this event caused the Five of Pentacles to flip upright. Okay, so basically, whatever happened at this event caused you to feel like an outcast. This person outcasted you. Maybe they cut you off. Maybe they ghosted you. I feel this upper card and this yes card and this card. So tell me about this situation. This one. Okay, very specific. It gets like that. We have a lot of cards on this situation. We have Temperance in reverse. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse. All these are in reverse. We have the Hierophant in reverse, and we have the Star in reverse. I feel like this person revealed like their true nature. I feel like they were misleading you. Okay? For their own manipulative personal gain. Okay? The Hierophant can be about leadership. And I feel like I'm hearing like leading you astray. And with this Judgment in reverse, there was not good intentions from the get-go. The good feelings that you had with this person were not based in reality. You did not see the truth. They never thought of you this way. Okay, it was all an act. Because this Queen of Wands was trying to get what they could from you, from the situation. This is a very painful awareness. This is the kind of stuff that rips your guts out. Okay? It leaves you wondering about the goodness of humanity. It makes you wonder if everyone in your life is fake. It makes you wonder if you can ever trust another person again. It's that kind of thing. It's that kind of closeness. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it can be a fundamental, foundational connection. And it just makes you wonder if having connections in your life is worth it. It is an education about the nature of people and relationships. It's an education about your own value. It's learning your own value. Your value is not based upon other people's projections of you or expectations of you. You are valuable because you are. Let's say it again. You are valuable because you are. That was part of this education. That's part of the graduation. You know your value now. That's a big healing. It's hard to get over on people. It's hard to use people. It's hard to abuse people who know their own value. People who know their own value no longer put up with other people's toxic behavior. Okay? This situation, the intensity of this situation caused you to go within. And you went to school. You went to U school. Some of you guys may have had astral experiences, dreamtime experiences, meditative experiences about being in like an astral school or a school, a university, or even a school that's connected to the Akashic records. Okay, that's not for all of you, but some of you guys have some kind of memory or experience of being in kind of a school and learning about how to handle this, learning your truth and how to kind of bring that forward into this reality, owning yourself, owning who you are. The hermit is powerful and wise. We often focus on the aloneness, the perceived loneliness of a hermit. Understand that to be a hermit is to be wise and knowing and to project that knowledge out into the world. Hermits are not lonely. They are alone. That is a different perspective. That is a complete sliding of a perspective. When you are alone, you understand that the universe is giving you an opportunity to heal some very serious, deep wounds. Karmic, if you will. I don't like that label, but we're going to just karmic, akashic, lineage, deep issues. You're healing these issues so that you can project that healing frequency into the world through your being, through your vessel, through your life. You graduate into a whole new kind of unfolding reality where you are now the wise one, the hermit. You know better. You know your value. You know who you are. And this brings you motion. And it brings you cooperation. You're going to see that it's as if the universe begins to really work with you. Things begin to flow for you. Opportunities start to kind of open up for you. There is going to be a time of real happiness for you. We have the castle. You are graduating and going and getting your castle. Your castle is being given to you. This pathway you've been walking at the end is Oz. But you're not going to go see the Oz dude, the Wizard of Oz. You're going to claim your castle in the land of Oz. Okay? But understand, the castle, yes, is full of luxury. It's full of beautiful things. It's full of hopes and wishes fulfilled. It's full of all of these wonderful things. But a castle can also be a place where you deal with your own issues about materialism, your fears of money, okay? Those kind of fears start to pop up when we start entering the realm of the castle, okay? Castles also can be designed to keep people out. It's a fortress. It's a protection. So, yeah, you're more protected, but you also have to know when to let down your bridge, okay? You have to understand that within this castle is a separate kind of community that's going to welcome you. They're going to have like a hero's welcome. You have graduated and you're coming home to the castle. So for many of you, you are attracting a soul family. You're attracting your soul tribe, okay, within this castle structure, where you're going to face some of your fears about money. You're going to start seeing things, opportunities, things like that start to pop up. And you're going to wonder, can I do it? Are these opportunities really for me? Did I work hard enough? Did I earn it? That is a dangerous trap. Okay, these opportunities are for you because you are. Because you are in that frequency, because you moved into it. I hate the whole, did I earn it? Because that in itself, the question in itself kind of dictates that in some way before you weren't good enough to have it, and you were. You always have been. Okay? It's just your awareness now is aware that yes, you are indeed at the frequency and the level in life and the awareness of the level in life to receive these things with gratitude. Okay? Happiness, gratitude, and joy. Let that be your language to your ancestors and to the spirit world, to the universe. Yes, I am so grateful for every opportunity you've brought me. And I want to tell you something. Graduating class of 2023, do not take every opportunity that's given to you. They're not all for you. Okay? Part of what you've learned, hermit, is discernment. Discern the things that align with you, the opportunities that speak to you. Do not take the ones that come to you and sound good because it's a check. Okay? Take the ones that align with your spirit. They align with your dreams. They align with who you really are. Follow that path. That's how you get to Oz. That's how you get in the castle. And that's how you stay in the castle. Okay, you want to stay there? You want to reap all the benefits of being in the castle? Yeah, even the lessons about money and resources, even the lessons about friends, what friends are. Because you're going to be learning more and more about relationships in the castle. You're going to be learning more about inner, closer relationships, the people you have close to you. Because this relationship here, this situation, this Queen of Wands energy relationship, you learned about that. Now you're going to learn about good relationships, positive relationships, people that are there for you. But one of the biggest leaps for you is going to be letting that drawbridge down once you get safely inside. You're safely inside. You see your treasure. You're starting to get some treasure. You're starting to see some good things. And it feels so safe in here. I'm so safe here. And your ancestors are going to say, okay, now it's time to let your bridge down. Let some people in. It's time to open your throne room up and have a little party. That may be difficult for you because you're going to revisit some of the doubts, some of the fears you have about, how people have treated you in the past, maybe what you've put up with, maybe how you've treated people, Just know that one graduation doesn't mean that there aren't more to come. Okay. We learn and grow throughout our life. It's a continual thing we do. If you don't grow, you stagnate. And stagnation, it is not good. Okay? We don't want to stagnate. We want to grow. We want to seek out more. It's okay to just be sometimes. Even if you're just being, you're still growing because you're learning how to just be. A lot of us don't know how to just be. And I feel like for a lot of you, there will be a time where you get into the castle and you shut the door and you will just be. And spirit will be like, this is cool. You deserve to just be for a while. And then you'll move into the time where spirit will be like, okay, you've just been for a while. We've been being. It's been good. It's been good. And now it's time to shake it up a little bit again. And you might be reluctant. You may have some fear. It's okay. Just understand that, okay, so now we're going to shake it up. We're going to do something new. It's okay. It's all right. I'm ready for the next graduation. I'm ready to graduate again because this graduation has been fabulous. I think you're going to find a lot of hidden treasure in the castle. Some of you guys, you've graduated and you're getting to the castle. Some of you guys are in the castle. You don't even know you're there yet. Okay. It's different for different people. So, all right, let's get you some letters, initials, and some charms. Okay, group 2, these are going to be your letters, your initials, and your charms. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so just take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. These could be your initials and ancestors' initials. Just take what resonates. Okay, so we don't have a whole lot of letters, but I'm going to read these off for you. We have WVXEAOYTAA. Lots of A's. Lots of A's. A. Oh, here's another charm. We have D here as well. So, I'm just concentrating everything, all my energy on this black mirror that's in the middle here. So this obsidian mirror. So we have quite a few charms. We have, this is the evil eye. I'm feeling like this is evil eye. We have evil eye over here as well. I feel like you guys, get you some evil eye jewelry. I feel like there are some people who are jealous. They send you the evil eye. You may have, some of you guys have an auntie or some feminine energy at like family get-togethers who might be kind of nasty. Watch her. Watch her energy. It feels feminine. She just is a hater. Like some of you guys have a hater in your family. I'm sorry. So just watch out. Sometimes she sends you really dirty looks. I feel like there may be alcohol involved here as well. Some of you guys may have ancestral patterns that involve alcohol. It happens. A lot of families have this issue. Some of you guys may be recovering as well. I feel like the ancestors are saying, we're really proud of you. Whatever the issues have been, whatever your graduation is for, I feel this energy of like, we are super proud of you. We're super proud of you. And I'm feeling like the presence of like ancestors that work through very old, like Caribbean, African, South American folk magic. Okay. And it's very powerful. Like I'm feeling like a lot of very powerful ancestors coming through. And I feel like the energy that's coming through is like they want to tell you that you can tap their energy to work within particular if this resonates. Okay, number one, if this resonates, if this is your bloodline, tap your bloodline ancestry, spiritual practices to protect yourself from this evil eye energy. If you know, you know. Okay, so I feel this little jar here. It feels like obsidian energy. So I feel like, you're very protected, but you could be even more so if you work with these energies. Now, some of you already do, and that's a validation. I feel like your ancestors are asking for, with this donut, they're asking for, I'm hearing like donations. Some of you guys, they want you to donate to food shelters in their name. If you know, some of you guys have passed on mimas, nannies, nanas. You had different nicknames. Some of them have some different nicknames or grandmas. It feels like a matriarchal energy that wants you to give money in their name to feed people. It doesn't have to be a religious organization. For some of you, there are houses or practices, good practitioners who practice this kind of spirituality, these kind of practices, folk magic, folk religion, however this resonates, that do charitable work through the different communities. And this is very specific. You're being asked to donate to their charity to help. It has to do with feeding or providing shelter or providing help to people. It's a charity, okay? This will help you prosper, okay? This will also help them strengthen your bond with them and help them further connect you with them and protect you with the evil eye energy, okay? We have a blackbird here, a raven, a crow energy. For some of you, crows are signs that your ancestors are around. I feel like they are messengers of the underworld as well. Watch for crows. The crows are going to be signs from your ancestors. Here's the key to your castle, okay? Some of you guys may be trying to manifest this castle, donating to charity. I'm not talking about like if you are having a hard time. We're not talking about that. We're talking about donate what you can, okay, in a very respectful way, all right? If you want to, get your ancestors, whatever If you have pictures, great. If it's an object, great. And just start kind of gathering money on an ancestor altar to build up, to donate to, a food pantry or something in their name. Okay, do it how you want, but it will help facilitate this castle energy coming through. And for some of you, there's just something about donating your time, donating your energy. If this resonates, okay. You're being asked to give of your wisdom, of your knowledge. You're being asked to give of your gifts. You're being asked to give in the way that you can with this graduation. Okay. It's part of what's going to help you move towards your castle much more quickly. It's going to help you really enjoy the experience of getting in that castle and enjoying. I'm seeing the word luxury. Some of you guys are going to be able to enjoy some nicer things. It doesn't mean like, you know, everything's luxurious, but you're going to have some experiences with some things that you thought you might not be able to have, or experiences you might not be able to have. I think you're going to be able to have those, and it's going to help you validate your journey. It's going to help you validate what you've learned and your experiences. So I feel like there's a lot of good coming for you, but we have the rocking horse here. I don't think it's just going to be, I would never tell somebody that, oh, it's just crystal clear sailing. There's not going to be any more issues, okay? The castle's is on the tray, but it's not on, we have the castle here. The castle charm. It's not on, it didn't land on the mirror. I focus on the mirror, not on the stuff outside the mirror. And what that tells me is that there's still a journey left to go to the castle. Okay, I don't want you to think that it's just popping there. There's still things that we have to do. And for some of you, your ancestors are talking about money. Like there are money issues, resource issues. There are doubts and fears around those things that you have to deal with. You have to know that you're worth it and that everything is going to work out in your favor. You have to rely on what you know, your wisdom. And you've learned so much. You know more than what you think you do. We have a money charm on the board. Okay, so money is coming forward for you. And I feel like there are lessons about how to handle money. There are lessons because a lot of times, here's the thing. One of two things happen when we get money and we're not used to the flow of money. We spend it all or we save it all. And somewhere in the middle is flow. Okay, we know how to spend it well, we know how to save it well, and we know where to put it. Okay, and I feel like your ancestors are bringing in this whole idea of charity to help you balance how you view money, to understand money as a tool. Okay, and charity can also be extended to your time, like to share your gifts with people or to share your knowledge with people. It will help you lower the drawbridge. So this could also be not just like giving money or saving money to give away or to offer, for food pantries and things like that. It could be also you giving of your time, of your energy, of your gifts, of the knowledge you've learned and making time to do that. And that could be just being more giving to the people in your life. It could be that you offer your professional services. You've graduated. Some of you guys may have actually really graduated from college or something, and you offer that. Say you're you build houses or something. Maybe you figure out a way where you can team up with like people who build houses for homeless people or shelters or something like that, or unhoused people. Maybe you figure out how to make that happen. There's all kinds of ways we can get real creative with our abilities and figure out ways we can help people. And I feel like your ancestors are really stressing that you have these gifts to help other people. And when you help other people, when you help heal other people, you also heal yourself. And I feel like you're going to be healing your issues around money, resources, and things like that as you're more giving with your own abilities and things like that. And if you're already doing that, then this is a validation that you're on the right path. Like you're straight on for your castle. Okay, just decide what color you want it to be and what you want it to look like. Some of you guys literally need to look at castles. Okay, you need to think about your castle. I know that sounds kind of wacky, but sometimes that's how it works. Sometimes we need to like put an image to our manifestation in order to kind of like start the expansive thinking about it. Now, when I say that, don't get locked into it. Allow it to be a dreamy, etheric experience, not necessarily like my castle is going to look just like this and it's going to have this and this. And if it doesn't appear that way, then it's not my castle. That kind of thinking limits the universe. But when we get into the dreamy, etheric, very Pisces, Neptune-y energy, and we start dreaming about if I was to have a magic castle in Oz, what would it look like? That kind of thing. That opens up the realm of imagination, manifestation, and magic with the universe to bring you this beautiful magical castle to you and give you the key. I mean, you're going to have the key in hand. So you're going to know it's yours, okay? Because you're going to have a key. Maybe also think about what that key looks like. All right, kind of play with these ideas. I think you'll find some of you guys, I'm seeing like some of you guys need to meditate about like putting the key into the door of your castle and what is behind the door. What's behind the gates of the castle? Start thinking about those things. It will give you a different perspective on what's manifesting for you, all right? And it will help you connect to your own intuition a lot more deeply so that when things start to manifest, you'll know it's for you. You'll know it's yours. You'll know that you did the work to manifest this, okay? All right, group 2, that's what I received for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hey group 3, all of you that selected number 40, celebration. This is going to be your messages from your ancestors. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Be sure to stay tuned to the end because I'm going to be getting letters, initials, and charms. So we'll be getting more details and information from the ancestors through that. So this is a happy card. Okay, this is a very happy, vibey card. It reminds me of the Four of Wands card from the tarot deck, the traditional tarot deck. Happy, fun, good times, celebration, obviously. So let's get into this and see what other cards came out for you. Okay, we have the Bardo. So this card is about the space in between. It's like the book talks about it being like a liminal space, the space between awake and sleeping, if you will, the living and the underworld, if you will. So it can be seen almost to a degree as a death card, okay? A card of change, a card of an altered space. Yeah, let's keep going here. We have Anaki, light codes, energetic shift, new information, end of a cycle. So I feel like this is the change I'm feeling. It's a happy change, okay? So first of all, just take a breath. This is a happy change. This is something that you're going to like. Okay, and for some of you, that might be really hard for you to hear, or you may be like, yeah. I've been hearing that for a while. Maybe things have been so hard for so long that to think of things being happy is kind of, you don't really have a concept for what that would look like, and that's okay. It's okay to be like salty about it. Like, you know, things have been so hard on me. That's what the Bardo is. It's like, things have been so hard for me. This is the only place I know to be. Is in between. You know, I've just been dealing with so much intensity. Everything has been crazy. I don't know. That's okay. You can acknowledge your doubt. I feel like some people feel like, well, if you have doubt, then things aren't going to manifest. Suppressing your doubt slows things down anyway. So, you know, we all have doubt. Oh, well, it'll happen when it's supposed to be. Acceptance is very powerful. When you can accept, yes, I have doubt. Yes, I have fear. Yes. It's almost like the universe is like, see, you understand. Acceptance of where you are helps you move forward in a very strange way. Okay, we have generating dynamic confidence. I hear some of you are like, okay. We have conquering social anxiety. Some of you guys have crippling social anxiety, or you're an introvert. You tend to not want to be in this kind of energy, like around people, because I feel like this is, look at all the people here. There's a lot of people waiting for you in that tent. And you're just like, nah, no, I don't want to go. I know I'm dressed. I've prepared for this event. I've prepared for these people. I feel like for some of you, this is your soul tribe inside this tent. But you're just like struggling to walk through the door. You're just struggling. And it has to do with, this crippling anxiety, fear. Some of you guys are fearing failure. You're fearing people seeing you, maybe your authentic self. You're feeling like maybe your stuff isn't good enough or you're not good enough. Whatever this is, there's a lot of fear around it. We have examining self-identity. Yes. So I feel like there's been a lot of healing around your concepts of who you really are. There's been a lot of healing around the concepts of the person you put into the world. You may have been pivoting a lot about self-identity, about what it means to be you. You may have had a lot of questions about who you really are because you may have spent a lot of your life fulfilling the expectations that other people have for you. We have Goat, 13. Fearless, I am in the path I choose, for I've never been led astray, always finding my way. So I think there's a need to really kind of acknowledge, dude, look how far you've come. You may be still in this liminal space, this in-between kind of energy, but you can see this. See all those people. See the door. See what you've manifested. This is the next step for you. This is the next manifestation for you. This is the positive, happy change. This is what you wanted. This is what you asked for. And I understand you're hesitant. Whatever this is for you, this being seen by people, this being having people in your life, trusting people again, this interaction with your group. I understand the fear here, but understand this is how powerful you are. This introvert anxiety, social anxiety energy, even though you have this energy, you've been dealing with this, you were still able to manifest this opportunity, this doorway, whatever this is to you. That's how powerful you are. And now it's time for you to have some faith in yourself. Allow your energy to shift. Allow the bardo that you've been in, allow yourself to slide. And I've been using this terminology a lot recently about sliding, but just kind of gently slide into this new energy, this new step, this new stage, out of the doubt, out of kind of the death energy, out of the transforming energy, into the rebirth energy, into the new vitality energy, into the feeling good because you do, into the owning yourself. This will help generate the dynamic confidence. I'm not saying you're not going to still feel nervous in this situation, but it's not going to keep you from going for what you want. You're going to go for what you want, okay? You may still be afraid, but you're not going to allow the fear to keep you back because you're the GOAT, the greatest of all time, okay? You are that, all right? Because you are learning and have learned who you are. And people are looking for authenticity. They're looking for more people who are authentically themselves in the world. That matters nowadays because there's so much fakeness and unrealness going on in the world. Okay, we have the Queen of Spring, confidence and beauty. There you go. There you go. There you go with that glow up. I mean, look at how this card glows. Look at all the light there. You come out of the bardo just like, I'm hearing like a spring chicken. I am seeing a older man. He's very tall. He's dark complected. He's got full gray hair. And he is sitting either in a chicken coop or outside a chicken coop. This man loved his chickens. He had like prize chickens or roosters that he really loved, something about that. And he was like, you have become a spring chicken, honey. He is very much like all about that. He's like, you're a beautiful chicken. Okay, take what resonates, okay? It's a compliment. Okay, we have justice, equality. Yeah. You're finally going to get the justice that is yours. Things are going to begin to really move in your favor. Five of Wands collide. I think this has been your energy for so long. Things just haven't gone your way. You've felt like it, even though the colliding energy that's been going on in the bardo has been to help you heal. And I know I used to hate to hear this. I still hear it. Yeah, well, that happened so that you could work through your issues, so you could become aware of this. So, yeah, that's great. That's great. I just love this feeling, very sarcastically. But really, if you'll look back on what you've been through, you'll understand a lot of the upheaval, a lot of the difficulty. And now I'm getting all this stuff about chickens. It's really interesting. Like, you got to feed and water your chickens. Sometimes your chickens get sick and you got to give them medicine. And sometimes we have to eat our chickens if you eat meat. Um, but you know, there are difficulties in life. Even the most, privileged life has difficulties, right? And I feel like you've had more than your share. And I think after a while, the reason why you are kind of in the bardo is because you kind of got a little, I don't want to use the word bitter, but a little bit like, you know what? Life, all you do is bring me the lessons. I'm tired of learning all these lessons, and there is not anything wrong with feeling that way. I have been exhausted by the lessons. I've been like, you know what? I am so tired. I am so tired to my bones. I am tired. I'm tired of learning. I'm tired of growing. I'm tired of becoming more aware of how toxic I am. I want to just be. And I got to tell you, the bardo isn't a bad place to be. It's kind of a pause. Yeah, it's not sunny, a sunny trip to Vegas, but it's, you could be in worse places, right? It's a place where you acknowledge that, yeah, I'm doubtful. I don't know. I don't know how I got here. I don't know how I'm going to leave. I don't know how long I'm going to stay. I don't know if there is a way out of here, but right now it's kind of like purgatory with a slushy. Okay? It's like it's not great, but with the slushy, it's not so bad, right? That's kind of how I'm feeling here. Like, I've been through a lot of stuff and I don't know. And so we have all these fears that rise, all this anxiety. And sometimes when we get into the space, we get real isolating. We like isolate ourselves and we develop like these fears of people because it seems like people bring us all this collision energy, all this like fighting and this dynamic of problems and issues. And you guys might have a fight or flight issue that pops off every time someone brings you an issue. Like when someone says, I need to talk to you, your first response is your body goes into fight or flight. Okay. I just want to point out that can be a trauma response. So, if you need some help, please go seek it. But you may have just had so many things pop off in your life that you just are like, I can't deal with anymore. So the bardo kind of helps you put space in between that. And we have the Three of Wands, the Three of Spring here, and it's anticipating. And we have the Emperor, leadership. You're like, Amy, put those cards away. But I feel like your social anxiety or fear, whatever you're dealing with, I feel like you can feel this change coming. Hence the slushy. I feel like the slushy and the bardo is what I'm talking about. It's like, even though you may be a Leo, okay? A Leo, a Taurus, a Libra, might be a Scorpio or a Cancer, Capricorn as well. Not as much, but maybe a Sagittarius. But I feel like it's like you knew or this energy's here. Like you can feel it. Because that deep down the bardo has this energy of change. Like you go there to change, and you've been lingering there quite a while, kind of slurping on that slushy for quite a while, and it's getting pretty empty. The straw is just sucking up air at this point. So you're like, it's probably getting time for me to exit the bardo, but I really don't want to. So you're clinging a little bit. And then there is a transition that happens where you move into, so I wonder if there's slushies in the next place. I wonder if this place has slushies. And then the ancestor energy comes in and is like, yeah, y'all, they have slushies. Okay. I feel like you have ancestors that are like Babylonian, Sumerian ancestry here, or guides or god forms coming through. Okay, that have helped you along the way or will help you along the way. You may have a really powerful past life that is trying to pull through as well. I feel like some of you guys were leaders around that time or in that era. Okay. But I feel like your ancestors are already in kind of the celebration mode, and they kind of want to pull you to it because everything you've learned, everything you've been through was to get you to this emperor. Okay? Getting you into your confident self, to knowing who you truly are. Okay, so that you could kind of take the reins of your life, moving out of the bardo, and start making really powerful decisions that you're going to get excited about. There's excitement for you because there are going to be reasons for you to celebrate. Beautiful things are going to be coming through for you guys. Exciting things, happy things, joyful things. And if you've been in this bardo, this in-between state for a while, you may be asking yourself, well, she's saying happy things. Celebration. What is that? You may be like, what does that mean? What are we going to be celebrating? I don't even know anymore. I've been sipping slushies over in the bardo for a while, and I've lost connection with the things that make me happy. So with this card, I think your ancestors are like, because you haven't had any fun, because you've been in this heavy bardo energy, it's time for you to shift your energy. It's time for you to lighten up, okay? The bardo is very etheric. It's a liminal space, but it can be very heavy, okay? When you're constantly dealing with your anxiety, you're constantly worrying about, oh my gosh, there's all these people waiting for me. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared. What are they going to think? They're all there for you. They're there for you. They're waiting for you. Okay? So they're your people. So don't worry about this. They are for you. They're for this. You're on fire. You don't even realize it. You don't even realize how far you've come. I literally am seeing someone sitting in the bardo, which I'm seeing as kind of like a foggy space with someone sitting on a cemetery bench, okay, a mourning bench. And the person is got this face, and they're in kind of like a Greek gown, okay, or robe or toga, whichever one fits you, okay, whichever one applies. And they're sipping a huge slushie, and they're coming to the end of it. And they're like, dude, I'm out of slushie, so it's time to move on. In order to move, you got to start thinking about, what is celebration? What is happiness? That's how you get out of there. That's how you shift. That's how you rebirth. You got to look in the mirror and see that you've changed while you've been in the bardo. You've changed. You've already changed. It's already happened. That thing that you've been trying to manifest, the changes you've been trying to manifest in yourself has already happened. And people have noticed. They've noticed you. They've already seen the changes. It isn't a secret, honey. It's not a secret, okay? They see the Emperor. They see the Queen of Wands. They see the confident. They see the attraction. They see the glow up. And they're anticipating the celebration with you. They're anticipating seeing you. Come on out. Come on out. Come on out of the cave. Come on out of the bardo. Come on. We need you. Awake. Wake up. It's already happened. You're already glowing. Okay? It's already done. So just walk through the door. This is like, for some of you guys, like this is your soul family. These people are waiting for you. They're going to support you and be there for you. These are connections like you've never had before. Okay? And listen to me. I know that this is terrifying. Okay? Because you've had some issues. You've had people, you may be drawn to like group 2. Okay? You've had some people be really nasty to you. Okay? You've had some bad experiences. You know, you're in the bardo for a reason. Okay? But you need to wake up to your own reflection. You need to see how you've changed. You need to acknowledge the changes that have happened within you. You cannot do this kind of work and hide from it. I feel like you're a little bit in self-denial. Okay? That's okay. That's okay. Once you wake up to the self-denial, man, once you wake up to the fact like, woo, I'm on fire. I'm literally on fire and I didn't even know it. I have caught a blaze. We have future. Yes, you guys. This reminds me of the Sibylline oracles. Okay, that's the impression I'm getting from this. Some of you guys, you need to have your own little rite of passage. Have a ritual, bake a cake. I don't know. Do what's meaningful to you. But some of you guys need to realize, like, literally, this has happened. You have caught fire. Okay? And you are over here in this liminal space, this in-between space with spirits, with ancestors, and everyone's gathering around you. Okay? Everyone is pulled to you because of your light, because you're on fire. Okay? You are self-illuminated, and you've caught a blaze like a phoenix. And you're sitting there drinking the slushy in this liminal space, the bardo, and you are not aware that you've caught fire. I need you to become aware. It's time for you to ascend. It's time for you to move forward. It's time for you to move and celebrate. Celebrate how far you've come. Look in the mirror. Take a good hard look in the mirror. You guys need to do something nice for yourself. You need to celebrate this because this is major, okay? And you're moving into your future. Okay, there's something wonderful manifesting around your future. Okay, this emperor, this leadership, this confidence, this beauty. Okay, your message from your ancestors is it's happened. It's happening. You've done this. You're on fire. People are drawn to you already, and you're lingering in a space that no longer serves you. It's time for you to move into spaces that serve you now, where you can be seen, where you can connect with your soul tribe, your family, with people who will support you, with people who you can connect with on a deeper level, who will see you for the truth of who you are. This is a wonderful message. This is a beautiful message, you guys. So let's move into your letters, your initials, and your charms. Hey, group 3, these are going to be your letters, your initials, and your charms. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so just take what resonates here. These could be your initials, your ancestors' initials, passed over loved ones' initials, a meaningful word. Take what resonates. So I'm going to read off the letters for you. We have OYUAPD, AHIGKB, ZRTIBC. All right, we have a cameo here. It feels like a cameo. Okay, a cameo like charm. Feeling grandmother energy here. Some of you guys, okay, this is real specific. I'm feeling like some of you guys may have like a piece of jewelry from your grandmother. Um, might be an auntie, but mostly grandmother, like a necklace or a ring, maybe a bracelet, but I'm feeling necklace, ring, earrings as well, rings. And I feel like I want you to know that like you can connect with her through this ring, through this piece of jewelry, whatever it is. Like when you hold it, if you think of her, like she can come through for you. Okay, so if you're needing comfort or you just need a hug or you just need to feel her presence, you can do that. She's definitely will connect with you through that piece of jewelry. And if you guys have children, she is absolutely a guardian angel over your children. Okay, some of you guys may have been wondering that. That's for those of you who are wondering. I feel like for some of you guys, they were very religious, possibly Catholic, or had some very, like, very, very religious ideas. Okay, we have an acorn here, which talks to me of a family tree. Okay, ancestors as well. Um, I do feel like some of you guys may feel a little haunted by relatives. Maybe this feminine energy, for some of you, a mom, or a grand. It feels feminine. Like some of you guys may be feeling like you may be a little haunted, or that it may be a little creepy at times. And just know, like I feel somebody like behind me. I feel somebody like touch my shoulder. Maybe feel like you're getting touched, or um, you're getting a little weirded out, okay? And if that's the case, you can like put the piece of jewelry in a box in salt. That can help calm the energy down. But know that this isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to reassure you that they're there, that there's something about keys here. A key ring. Some of you guys, there's a key ring. There's something about a key ring, keys to a house. Um, for some of you guys, I'm getting like this is very specific. So just take if it resonates. For some of you guys, there's some kind of disagreement over inheritance about a house. Okay, and there's three keys here, and I feel like two of the keys are kind of the tops are round and one is square. Okay, and I feel like um, there's definitely someone who is not being honest with the square key. There's somebody who's lying about the situation. I think you feel it, and her energy is coming through to verify that for you. Okay, more acorns here. Okay, I feel like for some of you, there's also this energy of I've left seeds in my house. So for some of you, for some of you, there's something about hospice here. Uh, Perhaps they've been sick for a while. I think when they first got sick, they started hiding maybe money or jewelry or something of value in their house. Like I said, this is very specific. Sometimes it happens this way. Okay. We have a shell, um, and we have a skeleton head. I feel like for some of you, this spirit is trying to talk to you. They're trying to help guide you. I feel like they're coming off like a guide, okay? Like an angel, an angelic guide, or a spirit guide. I think they want to help you throughout your life best. Okay, this is half of a heart, and it says best. And I'm feeling like this energy is coming through to tell you that you were one of the best things about their life. And you may not have gotten that message from them when they were alive because life gets in the way. But they want you to know that they love and appreciate everything that you ever have done for them. And for those of you who are having issues with your inheritance, that was never meant to happen. Like what's happening with that is wrong. I'm also getting like they know that the seeds they left with you are good seeds and they will grow into something wonderful. And they really want you to remember the good things about your connection because where they are, they only see the good things about the connection they had with you. and they're grateful that they had it. We have a musical note here. I want to say this is a treble clef. I could be wrong, you guys. But anyway, I feel like they may communicate with you through music. So listen to music. When you listen to music, pay attention. Also, some of you guys have some kind of gift. It could be a psychic gift. You may be a spirit medium, and this energy is coming through to help you get more connected with that. We also have the owl here. And I feel like some of you guys have an artistic gift. It's something like that. It feels feminine in nature. It's a feminine gift. So it's a divine feminine gift. It's either psychic or creative, creating something. I feel like you have, with all these seeds here, there's something about you that's very fertile. Okay, so if you're wanting to have kids, I feel like there's a lot of fertility here. If you're wanting your business, whatever this next stage that's going to make you happy, whatever that is for you, I feel like there is a ripe fertility for you for the next year or so. Taurus is in Jupiter, and I feel like that is part of the message here. Taurus and Jupiter is going to be very powerful for you. Also, we have Saturn here. Also, I feel like this also could be Uranus on its side with rings, but I feel like look into where Saturn is in your chart for the next year, or Uranus, and how it affects Jupiter. That might actually reveal to you some of the issues you may come against, and I don't really feel like these are big issues. These are distractions or your own blockages about being able to walk into the energy of celebration. Your own fears. Okay. Some of you guys have a fear of like being deeply connected to people because you've been so deeply betrayed. And there is this energy of healing that. And I think part of it is this feminine energy coming through. That's like, they want you to know how valuable you are to them. I feel like some of you guys don't realize how valuable or what kind of effect you've had on people's lives. I feel like you have walked through life and thought you never affected anyone. No one remembers you. No one cares. You haven't really done anything. It doesn't really matter. Being in the bardo for a while can make you indifferent, right? And I feel like part of you moving out of this is you becoming aware that you have affected people in positive ways. You've definitely met a mark with this spirit to the point where this spirit is around you. And if you want her help, if you want this ancestor's help in your life, just ask for it. Some of you guys might want to leave not a donation. You want to leave an offering to them, whatever their favorite food was, whatever their favorite, treat was. You might consider leaving that out for them. If you have the piece of jewelry, leave the piece of jewelry out and offer it. Whatever seems right and good for you. Okay. But if you want their help, ask for it. They're not going to intervene on your behalf without you asking. They're not going to do things against your will or invade your life. This spirit thinks very highly of you. And on the other side, they see all your struggle. They see what you've been through, and they see you for the heroic person you are. You don't get to be dynamically confident by just, leaping over a few hurdles. You have slayed the beast, so to speak, several times. And you continue to do that. And I feel like a lot of you have the ability to help other people slay their own beasts. You have the ability to inspire others. And that's why it's so important to not give up on yourself and to understand that you deserve to have meaningful connections. You deserve to know that you do have positive effects on people. You deserve to have a good life and to live a life where, you don't have to suffer all the time. That you can live in an era of celebration where life is to be celebrated. You may not have felt like you had much to celebrate, but I feel like you're moving into an era of celebration. Okay. For some of you, that's hard to hear because you have never experienced that before. You don't know what that's like. And that's part of changing your energy, is opening yourself up to the idea of being in the era of celebration and what that really looks like for you. Some of you guys, if you were drawn to group 2, I encourage you to take some time and maybe listen to that. All right. Okay, group 3, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys.